There's a wonderful movie called The Bucket List. And in the movie, there are two characters. There's Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson. And Morgan Freeman is a mechanic. Jack Nicholson is a billionaire. And they both have cancer. They're both very sick. And so they go on this journey to fulfill a bucket list that Morgan Freeman had put together. And in the movie, there's a scene where Morgan Freeman is talking to Jack Nicholson, and he says, you know, in some cultures, when a person dies and he goes to heaven, he has to answer two questions in order to get in. And the first question is, did you have joy in your life? And the second question is, did you create joy in others? And so I want you to think about that question and ask yourself, do you have joy in your life? And are you bringing joy to others? You see, unfortunately, if you pay attention to mainstream media, when was the last time you saw a black man talking about joy? Think about that. Very seldom do you see us talking about joy and passion and purpose. And yet, like any other group, we have the capacity to experience joy, passion, and purpose, but seldom do we talk about it. And so that's the intention of this conversation. To first and foremost, let men of color know that it is absolutely possible for them to experience joy. Now, joy is a little different from happiness. Happiness is that feeling that makes you smile, which is great. But joy to me is amplified happiness. It's taking it to its fullest expression. It's something that comes deep within your heart. And when you experience it, you'll know you're experiencing it by how you feel. It's an inner experience that it's like a light that's inside of you that just is amplified and it just radiates out of you. And to get to joy, you've got to be willing to do some inner work. You've got to do some emotional healing. You've got to connect with that which is greater than yourself. And you have to access that inner light. And every human being has that inner light. Unfortunately, too many times it's so dim that a lot of people don't recognize that it's there. And so my hope for you is that you become committed to experiencing joy in your life. Because it is possible for you to experience joy, but as mentioned, you got to be willing to do the work. Now, I believe that every human being has a divine, unique purpose. And so, as a matter of fact, I believe your purpose is encoded in your DNA. You actually showed up with everything you need already inside of you to fulfill that purpose, but it is your responsibility to figure out what that is. And so within the pages of The Cure for Onlyness, I share some insights and some tips to support you in understanding and recognizing and possibly finding your purpose. So if you've ever had questions about whether or not you have a purpose, if you've had questions as to is it possible for you to experience joy? Well, first of all, the answer is yes. You have a purpose. You can experience joy. But as mentioned, you got to be willing to do the work. And so this book is a tool that can support you in doing that work. It's a resource guide that I can assure you that once read and fully understood and then implement the information inside of it, you can live a life of joy. Now, my friends gave me a nickname, and they call me Michael Happy Ass Taylor because I'm always smiling. And it's an authentic smile because I have done the work, that I am connected with my authentic self, and I feel joyful most of the time. And if I can do it, you can too. So if you want to learn more about joy, passion, and purpose, make sure you pick up a copy of The Cure for Onlyness, A Black Man's Guide to Joy, Passion, and Purpose. It's written specifically for you to support and empower you to live an extraordinary life. So if this resonates with you and you want to follow us, follow the hashtag OnlynessCure. And once again, I'll be sharing more insights and videos to support and empower you to create an extraordinary life. So remember the hashtag #OnlynessCure. Check it out. Pick up your copy of the book. I'll see you on the inside. Take care.